Hello students, this is Professor Smolny. Just want to talk to you, let you know that homework number 2 and homework number 3 and 4 are up on the website. In addition, this week I will be assigning special homework number 1. So take a look at that really quick. It's a pretty simple assignment, just asking you to play a game for 4 hours and write up the ideas behind it, looking at it from the perspective of AI that we've been going over. So I want to give you something a little easy for the spring break coming up, and since the midterm will be the week after that. Here's the midterm review. You'll see that a couple things are in bold, so you may want to focus on those. Review these. Let me know if you guys have any questions. I'll be available through Skype or email throughout the week to answer your questions. One other thing to note is that the lecture will, or rather the final exam will be on March 11th. There will be about 10 multiple choice questions and 10 open-ended questions. Should take you about an hour, but we'll have the full 2 hours that we normally have. It will take place in the regular meeting room, the place where we had our first lecture. So once again, it's on 3/11, so not next Tuesday, the Tuesday after that. And special homework number 1 will be due that day. Um, so I guess let's get started with the lecture for this week. There were 2 winners actually for the poll, the game career advice and the special programming languages for AI. I'll do the programming languages later. And so this week's lecture is titled Breaking into the Industry. So first and foremost, I want to talk about resumes. I mean, they're key to getting any job in any industry. Just give you some basic things to go over. Um, whenever possible, you should make your resume focus on things that are relevant to games. If you guys have previous class projects or things that you've done outside of class that are related to games, you should by all means focus on that. Um, if you guys have experience with different programming languages or different programs like Photoshop, Maya, Max, you guys should list that, as well as the amount of experience you have with each of these, so that a prospective employer can gauge whether or not you'd be a good fit for what they need. Um, in addition, you should include any coursework that you think might apply. Um, Things like, computer graphics or game programming. This class definitely should be on there. List previous employment, so other jobs that you've held, just to show that you are a good employee, show up to work on time and whatnot. Beta testing, especially MMOs. Always looking for beta testers. Is a great way to show that you're really excited about video games and that's something you're interested in. Um, I sometimes list my favorite games just to give an idea of what I'm interested in and show that I'm not just a programmer. I do have other interests, and that it helps to show the other projects I might be interested in working on in the future. The last 2 things, I say it all the time: custom tailor your resume to the job. You know, make sure it doesn't feel like a form letter that you mass email to everyone on the planet. I want to feel like you're applying to this specific job. And secondly, have have a demo basically. You know, the games industry is very unique in that you don't necessarily need a degree. You know, there aren't a lot of programs out there that offer a degree in game design or game development. Um, and so if you have the skills, you're able to do the job, that usually cuts it. If you know how to make the art, by all means, you should apply for the job, and you can get it. Um, so when that opportunity comes a knocking, make sure you do have something to show for it, and prove that you can do the job from day one. And in general, in business, is a great philosophy to have. It's a lot easier to get contracts and get new business when you can prove that you've already done it before. So now I'm going to go ahead and show you a sample resume from earlier on in my game career. So first thing you'll notice is I have my name and my email address, very important. Underneath that I've got a website where I have actually a digital portfolio of all the different projects that I've done at this point, to just augment my paper resume here. I also have my address and definitely importantly my phone number so I can get a call back when they're interviewing me. Just so you know, this is my resume before I got the position at Gameloft. Um, and so I will have kind of a smattering of both game and non-game experience on this. So I've included a objective statement here. You'll see me highlight it in a second. I like this because it's a good way to kind of call out what you're interested in doing as far as your career. underneath that I have my education